And Sanders ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Second down and 8. The man in motion is Watson. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. To throw is Love. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. He's into space past the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And this play is going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Out of the gun, Tungo Bailoa. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. Allen in motion. Now Love. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll run with Achane. Powering forward. He's in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Miami.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Dolphins.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Miami.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
They'll stay on the ground with Achan, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
We are through 1. It's the Packers on top, and we're back to South Florida after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Tua going to give it to Achan, and he'll work his way down inside the 40. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6.
44, ready.
Once again, it's Achan. And yes, that'll get it. 1st down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Packers have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Allen in motion. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
Here's Love. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw is Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. To return, here's Daquan Hardy. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Tagovailoa in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, He ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Third and long. And here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game.
Oh, big hole, left side. Now he's loose again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. 3 touchdowns for the game, his first 3 of the year. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Achane. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for the Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
A run up the middle with Achane. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
21G. Hey, come on, G.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Here's a give to Achane. Oh, a loose football. The Packers have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And I think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think first down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Tua to the sideline. Waddle grabs it.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
They snap it to Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Love. He's going to try it here again. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. A big play after being backed up. 36 yards. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Allen in motion. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. On play action, Love. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, H.A. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the Dolphins.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10.
Here's Tua. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They get the guard, Isaiah Wynn, that time. On the carry, here's Achane. Space to run inside the 20. And he will score. Game on. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Achane, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Dolphins 20. Jason Sanders.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now, Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's 1st and 10. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Running is Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They bounced back from the loss last